Welcome to Crypto and Taxes, where we talk about crypto taxes and regulation. Today we have Mate Brezovszki, and we're going to talk about the first CBDC implementation of Hungary. So Mate, welcome. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much for the intro, Thomas. My name is Mate Brezovszki. I'm the CEO of Perfinal, and we are basically a bridge between regulated crypto operation and the Wild West operation. And we have a tool in order to execute our goals, which is a virtual account management system. And this is the system that we use to launch the first CBDC of Europe that I'm happy to tell you about more.
Yes. So congratulations on that, because that is one for the history books, I guess, that you implemented the first CBDC in Europe, in Hungary. So where did the idea come from? How did you come up with the idea?
So I can't really take the credits for the idea, because the Central Bank of Hungary actually is the one who came up with the idea, but we were happy to support them along the way. So the goal of the Central Bank of Hungary was to experiment with the CBDC and actually go to market with the solution quickly and safely. The use case that they have selected is a family banking use case. So they wanted to create a pocket money application with CBDC for elementary school children, so between the age of 40. The structure that they used is actually the e-money structure that has been in operation in the EU for more than 10 years. The e-money structure is the same structure that is used by neobanks like Revolut and TransferWise. And how it works is that there's a credit institution, like a big commercial bank, who facilitates the reserves behind the digital currency, and the Central Bank of Hungary is the one who's actually issuing and facilitating a transaction of CBDCs on behalf of the customers. The purpose of this whole operation was to provide an alternative for the physical cash, and the physical cash has two really important characteristics. One characteristic is that it's free to hold, so it's free to hold in your pocket, and the other one is when you exchange it, it has a free to transaction possibility. And these are the two factors that the Central Bank of Hungary also wanted to replicate in this digital currency issuance that they have provided. The e-money structure allows this. So since the whole e-money distribution and facilitation happens within a virtual account management system that we have provided for the Central Bank of Hungary, that allows the free transaction and the free holding of these digital currencies. So that's what they go. And selecting this e-money structure, they had a chance to actually go to live in a safe and tested manner in this whole CBDC journey.
And the go-to market, you said that it's you targeted the government decided to target students to help with the implementation of the CBDC. You said elementary school. I didn't really get which ages you were aiming for.
Oh yeah, so it's the users of this family banking application are children between the age of 8 and 14.
Ah, so it's really young actually to already be implemented for the CBDC.
Yes, indeed. It's because the whole purpose of this experimentation in Hungary, which is about increasing the financial literacy of children here in Hungary. So the purpose of the application is to provide a function between the parents and the children, so they can automate a certain pocket money structure, so they can send like a couple of hundreds or thousands local currency for their children on a weekly basis. And the children can set up saving goals, like they can select the merchant, select a product there. So if, let's say that they would like to buy a basketball shoe, they can set a basketball shoe and they can set up a saving. So they allocate each month a certain of their pocket money into that goal. And once they reach their goal, they can purchase the admired item.
So they had to do there was a specific course for those children to educate them about the use of the CBDC.
So there are two important elements here. So on one note, the Central Bank of Hungary has had lots of attention regarding to being a user-friendly family banking application. And the other thing is that, of course, they are doing roadshows in different elementary schools. They have partners to do these sessions. They even had a camp last year when the potential users had the experience for like an actual user beta testing of the coming application. So of course we brought in the children as well to get their feedback regarding the application, how they would use it, and some features were based on that experience.
So it's you can't really name it a wallet then. They were really using like a separate application to do the purchases.
It's really similar how you would imagine and how we actually use Revolut and TransferWise. So within the application, there is a certain digital wallet that is actually facilitating the e-money or the digital currency in that case. So from user perspective, it's really easy to engage with the application because they just go into the Apple Store or the Google Play Store and download the application. The parents are doing a registry, and then they link their children to their account, so the children can have their own accounts as well. And they are just logging in with traditional password and authentication details, and they are able to use this digital currency. Of course, they have to go through the usual KYC process of actually obtaining the access to a financial service. Really similar to how Revolut and TransferWise works.
And how did the government stimulate these children to use it? Because like if you're not stimulated, then you just stick with your old system, right? So you said like, yeah, there's lower fees, but I'm not sure if children are really focused on that. So how did they stimulate the children to do this? Was there like a giveaway, or was there anything to stimulate these children to use this e-cash?
Yeah, there are a number of additional features. So the journey of this application has actually two phases. So in the first setup, this application was mainly financial literacy education. So they had surveys about financial history, how money market works, what is money exactly, how you can actually what are interest rates and this kind of stuff. So there are surveys around that, and if they fill out those surveys, there are like points, in-game tokens that they can receive. This is not, by token, I don't mean anything on the blockchain. These are just virtual tokens on their node. And they would be able to spend those tokens after filling out a bunch of surveys. They were able to actually exchange those in-application tokens into commercial store items, so like a teddy bear or something. So this was the first idea, and this functionality was extended with the Pocket Money application or feature set that basically has been executed with this e-money powered CBDC structure.
Yeah, it's the same actually what Revolut does. I did a couple of courses in Revolut, and when you finish the course about Polkadot, you would get like Polkadot token that you can spend, hold, or even stake in the application. Okay, so that's a good way to stimulate it. And then like, what was the first item that was bought through the app?
It was actually duct tape at a local.
How do you end up with duct tape? How do you end up with duct tape?
You have to ask the MMB guys about it. But you have to know that there are many commercial entities involved in the project. So it's really a cooperation between the local credit institution, stakeholders, and the local commercial partners, and the national bank, and some fintechs who are involved in the project.
So is the CBDC a success? Is there anything that you run against that, oh, we should do that different in the implementation? Was it a success? Was it smooth? Were there ups and downs? Can you tell a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So of course, the solution has been launched and it's live. It's still live. So we can call it a success. We indeed managed to launch the first retail live CBDC project within Europe. So that's also a really good experience from our side. Working with the Central Bank of Hungary has been really good because they had a really agile mindset regarding to how we tackle any challenges. So on that note, I do believe that it was a great journey for both of us. Regarding to the future and just supporting the success of the project, we are still in discussions, and there are many upgrades and additional features has been planned. So it's gonna be there for at least 5 years or more. So we are really interested to see where we can evolve together with the project.
What is the year that we see the Euro CBDC?
Oh man. Should I guess? I don't know. Let's say that maybe 5 or 6 years from now.
Exactly. That was my idea as well. 2028, 2030.
Yeah, I mean, 2030 seems like a good year, but yeah, I think there will be levels to issue that. So there will be experimenting jurisdictions for sure. So just like, for example, if you think about how from outside perspective, how the EU regulation works. So there are always hubs where they experiment with new structures. So there was Malta with the utility token regulation 2017, something like that. There was France with virtual asset service provider regulation a couple of years ago. These are always serving as experimental grounds for working and experiencing new technologies and even new financial structures. So there will be probably a couple of countries in Europe who will have the first Euro CBDC issued. So yeah, I'm interested that who is going to be the first. Probably not Hungary, definitely not Hungary, because they would probably, because we are working with our own currency. But we are happy to see that which jurisdiction is leading.
So yeah, thanks for all your answers, and really like good luck with your projects. I really hope that it becomes like the Hungarian main currency. I hope that you will be open that maybe in 1 year from now, when it changes, or to have any update about how the currency is doing in Hungary, we can do a follow-up interview. And yeah, thanks for the interview.
No, yeah, appreciate your time and appreciate the audience's time. So yeah, happy to do any follow-ups anytime.
And like
Thank you, Thomas.
In the video below, we will put like links through your company and your personal website, so people can reach out to you if they have questions regarding the CBDC. And if it's a lot of questions, we will just do a follow-up interview.
Yeah, happy to do so. It'll be great.
Thank you. Bye-bye.